In this episode of Tech for Us Today, we're going to talk about drones. So flying kites used to be the thing of the past, but today we're going to look at flying drones, or what might be termed quadcopters. The first of which we'll discuss is the Dronium 2, which is a motion-sensitive device which includes auto-stabilizing electronics to ensure precise control. It has on board a 2.4 GHz transmitter, which makes it easy to perform quick, sharp in-flight adjustments. There's also a camera that shoots 720p video from the quadcopter's point of view, and I use a 2 GB memory card to store captured footage. Next, we'll be looking at the JD509. It's a 6-axis gyro with posture control, has integrated design to guarantee the precise positioning of the aircraft. It has a high-capacity battery and strong power motors that enable the helicopter to fly much longer and more efficiently, and it's able to perform flips at the press of a button with a 360-degree eversion, wind-resistant, and can be flown indoors or outdoors. So let's talk about what it's going to take to get you flying to enjoy this hobby of flying a drone or quadcopter. First of all, flight training is going to be ever so important. Why do we say that? Well, if you're not used to flying something outside of the range of what you see in front of you, like some of us who play video games, we're able to fly on screen using the joystick. But when you're doing so with a device that moves a distance from you, it may require just a simple learning of the dynamics of pitch and yaw. We want to remember that if you're going to be flying, you need to fly in somewhere like an open field or a park, somewhere devoid of trees and power lines, so that the drone itself won't become stuck in a tree or get tangled in a power line, maybe disrupt the area. Be mindful not to fly at times when you may interrupt those in the vicinity. There may be a local football game or soccer game, and most people are very wary of things flying that invade their privacy, as it were. So remember to pay attention to your surroundings. To start off with, though, you may want to take short flights. Perform just vertical lifts and landings so that you can really understand the dynamics of flight. Next, you may want to perform some different flight maneuvers to see how the controls really work in the environment you're in. Being mindful of the fact that wind is always a factor when flying drones. In fact, these two drones that I decided to fly this day are very lightweight and were easily carried off by wind, which means you have to work a little harder at the controls in order to keep it from going into trees or power lines or maybe landing on someone's house. You really want to be mindful when flying like that. Be careful also of the distance by which you fly. Sometimes you can get these drones up to very high heights vertically, but if you're not careful, you may lose signal with the device, which would cause it to fall. And in a free fall, if you're over trees, again, or over a house, it may land in a place where you're unable to recover it. In the few times in which I had this happen to me, my drone did fall at a distance, but once it recovered signal, I was able to regain control and bring it down to a safe distance. So with all that being said, recreational flying of drones is a great way to enjoy the outdoors and make fond memories. I find they're good to utilize for maybe kids' parties, weddings, as long as you have their express permissions, viewing a surrounding area in your neighborhood, but again being mindful of your neighbors. Or you may even want to take it to the beach. Imagine the great shots you can get flying over crashing waves at the beach. Again, this is Tech for Us today. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next episode.